All right, let's just dive right in. Welcome to this explainer on what is, quite frankly, a mind-blowing international education opportunity. If you've ever dreamt of taking your academic journey across borders, expanding those horizons, but you definitely don't want the crushing burden of student debt, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're unpacking the whole shebang regarding the Open Doors Russian Scholarship for 2027. We're going to break down what it is, who it's actually for, and exactly how you can lock down your spot. Let's get to it. So, do you want to study in Russia for free? Now, I know what she might be thinking, but this isn't some hypothetical scenario, and it's definitely not a clickbait question. This is a genuine, on-the-ground reality for winners of this program. We're literally talking about the chance to pursue a bachelor's, a master's, or even a full PhD at some of the absolute top-tier universities in Russia. And the best part? Zero tuition fees. Nothing. Just imagine getting a world-class education where your only real focus is your research, your studies, and leveling up your professional growth, instead of constantly stressing over how you're going to pay for next semester. So what actually makes this possible? It's all driven by something called Open Doors. It's this massive international competition put together by the Global Universities Association, which, if you don't know, is this powerful coalition of Russia's leading educational institutions. And here's the cool thing. When you win this competition, you don't just get handed a random university placement. No way. You actually earn the right to choose your specific degree program in Russia, and the state completely covers the bill. Plus, and this is a real game changer for international students, the entire application process is 100% online. You don't need to fly anywhere or mail huge stacks of physical paperwork just to get your foot in the door. Okay, so the million-dollar question, do you actually qualify? Well, the scholarship is incredibly comprehensive. It covers almost every stage of higher education. We're talking bachelor's, master's, doctoral, and even postdoctoral tracks. But, and listen up if you're eyeing the master's track, there is a very specific requirement here. You've got to fall into a strict age bracket. You absolutely must be between 20 and 33 years old at the time of your registration. And, it might sound super obvious, but it's totally vital to mention, you must already hold at least a bachelor's degree to apply for the master's. The other tracks have their own clear criteria for sure, but for the master's, that age limit is a hard boundary you need to know about right off the bat. This next part just brilliantly illustrates how wide-reaching this whole thing is. You know how sometimes scholarships are incredibly niche? Yeah, not this one. There is a massive, massive variety of subjects available, whether your passion is in computer and data science, or maybe pushing the boundaries of AI. Or perhaps you're an innovator in engineering and tech, or you're aiming for the boardroom with business, management, and economics. Even if your focus is medicine, biology, chemistry, physics, or social sciences like education, psychology, and politics, it is all on the table. Basically, whatever your ambitious academic field happens to be, I can pretty much guarantee it's covered under this massive umbrella. Moving on to how to apply, 4 simple steps to secure your spot. All right, so here is your exact roadmap. Step 1, it all kicks off with a simple registration on the official Open Doors website. Just get that account set up. Step 2, once you're inside the portal, you'll pick your academic track and select your specific subject area from that huge list we just looked at. Now, step 3, and pay attention, because this is where you really need to shine. You have to complete your portfolio. This isn't just dropping in a standard resume. Your portfolio includes your academic achievements, certificates, a preliminary entrance test, and a deeply compelling motivation letter. That letter, that's your voice. It tells the committee exactly why you deserve this over thousands of other people. And finally, step 4. After your portfolio gets rigorously evaluated, the top candidates move on to take an online proctored test. You pass that, and you're looking at a free ride to a Russian university. But hey, don't sit back and relax just yet. We need to talk timelines, because in the world of international scholarships, timing is literally everything. Registration for the 2027 cycle opens on August 20th, 2026. And the absolute no exceptions hard deadline for both your registration and your full portfolio submission is November 1st, 2026. I am heavily advising you right now, do not wait for the last week of October to start scraping together your certificates and writing that motivation letter. A winning portfolio takes serious time, reflection, and preparation. Start drafting your narrative right now, so when August 20th rolls around, you hit the ground running. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to odin.globaluni.ru today, bookmark it, and start exploring those options. And do me a favor, save this explainer right now so you can easily reference these steps later on. Better yet, share it with a friend who's dreaming of studying abroad. Opportunities like this do not come around every day, and a free, world-class education is something you just can't afford to ignore. Could this open door be the ultimate gateway to your future in 2027? Well, there's only one way to find out. Get to work on that portfolio.